Hello and welcome to What's Sizzlin', the podcast that covers all things marketing. We have new guests each episode from companies covering all verticals. As always, I'm your host, Mitch Levinson, with Julia O'Connor.
Hi.
And this week's episode, we are going to talk with Esther Taylor with Montay Cleaning out of Maryland. Julia, Esther's great. We've had a couple of conversations with her and always upbeat, always happy. She's got such a great background for someone that is in both residential and commercial cleaning.
Absolutely. Yeah. She's just the salt of the earth. I have so enjoyed my conversations with her. Right. I mean, when she told me her background, I was absolutely blown away. I mean, she's just an incredible person.
Yeah. And working for as many years as she did in law enforcement and just being, like you said, tough and trustworthy. And she goes into people's businesses and gets everything cleaned and puts it in order. And with knowing how to do your job and being disciplined and doing it right, this business is really perfect for her.
Absolutely. Esther and I were talking in one of our previous conversations. And I think that the biggest thing, like you said, is just she definitely put in her time with that kind of regimented schedule and, having to have those kind of difficult workday experiences. Mm-hmm. And now she has just got all this flexibility and she does a great job. She does amazing work, but she also gets to kind of live her life. She can celebrate holidays and not have to worry about being on call or going into work and dealing with some stressful things on what's supposed to be an enjoyable day that you're relaxation and time with loved ones. So
you hit the nail on the head. When you do something you love and you enjoy, you get a higher quality of work out of it. And you can tell, all of our listeners are gonna hear when they hear Esther Taylor with Montay Cleaning talking, they're gonna hear that she just enjoys what she does. Whether it's in someone's home, whether it's at their place of work, their business, it's just something that she enjoys doing. And I couldn't imagine enjoying working in a prison system and, or not enjoying your job. We do every day. We love what we do, and you can tell that we do it better than anyone. And you can just hear and feel that when you talk to Esther. So we're going to really experience that.
Yeah, I'm so excited for you to be able to chat with her about, like her business, what her experience has been like. She's put a lot of time and energy into making sure that she is the best in the business. And I think that, that conversation with her is just going to be incredible for our viewers to listen to.
Yeah, especially as she puts her heart and soul into it. It's funny, you talk about people and what the names of their company, and it's a great story about even the name of her company. We're gonna leave that for her to share, that story with us about how she came up with the name of the company and even some of the funny stories that she has when she's working with people. It's great. So mm-hmm. When we return from break, we're gonna be back with Esther Taylor with Montay Cleaning.
This episode of What's Sizzlin' is brought to you by the Chicago Real Estate Forum, the place where Chicagoans and people that live in the 7 county surrounding areas go to get their real estate information. ChicagoRealEstateForum.com is a great way to see available listings and find information about the area, all on the same website. You can also get connected to real estate professionals that know the area and can help with all of your real estate needs. Visit ChicagoRealEstateForum.com to learn more.
This episode of Creative Sizzle, What's Sizzlin' is brought to you by absolutely nothing. We have nothing that we can say that will help drive traffic to your website except for every single thing that we do. And it's all contained in your traffic report. So if you're not getting any results and you think your marketing is worth nothing, you need to reach out to CreativeSizzle.com so that we can help drive quality traffic to your website so people buy. And now back to the show. Welcome back to What's Sizzlin', the podcast that covers all things marketing. With me today is our guest, Esther Taylor with Montay Cleaning. Esther, welcome to What's Sizzlin'.
Hi, thank you for having me.
So Esther, let's start with, you have a family-owned business and a successful business owner. Tell me a little bit about how you came up with the name of your company.
Oh, wow. It was a long, hard process for me. I thought about it. And then I thought what meant the most to me. Okay, my daughter. So the first part of Montay, is my daughter's name, Monica. Okay, and then the last part is my last name, Taylor. That's how we came up with Montay.
You always know people who care the most about their businesses by sharing what is your why, right? Yes. What is it? Why do you go to work every day? And what is your why? And clearly it's Monica.
Yes. definitely.
So tell me a little bit about your company. You do a lot of residential and commercial cleaning, and tell me a little bit about what's new in the cleaning business. Are you doing anything differently now that you're getting back to it a little bit more with COVID? Because, you've been disinfecting houses for years. So tell me a little bit about, is any of it really changed over the past couple of years?
It has. Now, as far as for my team, okay, I'll always make sure that, I mean, whether they're vaccinated or not, okay, I always make sure that they have the mask on when we go into the residential homes, unless the owner specifically tells us, well, you can take it off. But other than that, they have the mask on. I always make sure that my team has hand sanitizer available. That's a given. Now, as far as cleaning, special attention is paid to high touch areas, such as light switches, counters. I mean, they're done anyway, okay, but we make sure we pay special attention to them. Our cleaning products have definitely changed. Okay, I have to make sure that the cleaning products that I purchase now specifically says that they kill COVID. So it has definitely changed. Actually, it's made things, I wouldn't say more difficult. No, I mean, as far as purchasing. Now, has it been more expensive? Yes. Okay, because these types of cleaning products cost more, especially the more commercial grades of them cost more. But it's okay. Anything to keep my residents on my commercial site safe, keep my team safe, then it's worth it.
We when COVID hit and we were, work from home, and then we went back to it, our office did not make any changes to
Really?
What they were going to do. So we said, we're not coming back unless you can guarantee you're going to do what the CDC guidelines are, and at least disinfect the common areas more and whatever. So we decided, because they were not going to do anything different, to come back. Our landlord really needed your service, and for any landlords that are out there that want to have the office, the common areas, your buildings, your commercial spaces, even if you're an owner of a business and you have to keep it clean yourself, if you really want to keep it clean, it's not just for COVID, it's for all of their germs and everything else. You should, if you're in the Baltimore, Maryland or Maryland area, you should really get in touch with Esther. And, at the end, there's going to be an offer for you if you're interested in that. But really, the high touch areas, the doorknobs, the light switches, everything that people touch and people walk through and people experience. There's a conference room table. It's really important to have those areas cleaned, especially, and if you're a resident and you have kids and those kids are going to school and that school comes home with them every day, it's definitely something that you want to disinfect. So in addition to the cost for materials and equipment and all that going up, are you getting a lot more people that are never really cleaned before and now they really want to start cleaning, whether it's their home or work? The experience that we had, obviously the landlord really wanted or should have done that. And I would think that COVID would open a lot more people's eyes to the need. Is the market getting bigger for you?
I am getting a lot of residential, especially with older folks that can't do it anymore. So I am getting a lot of calls for residentials where, as you said initially, where they didn't necessarily see the importance of it. So now I'm getting a lot of them, especially a lot of referrals, definitely, because they can't, especially from the older folks, because they can't do a lot of what they used to be able to do. Okay, so to keep themselves safe. So I guess they figure the only way to do it is to hire somebody to do it for them.
Yeah, especially with COVID. My dad's 76 or 70, I think he's 77 this year. And he's thinking, if I get COVID, that's not a good thing. So he has changed a lot of his habits and that's interesting. And, with what you do, you have a handful of certifications to back up and support you. So, if people are thinking about getting someone to work and to do that in their home or in their business, make sure you look for the certification. So tell us a little bit about the certifications that you have.
I just received about a month ago, I received my approval to do business with the federal government. However, I am still waiting for my uniform certification to come through. So hopefully I'll be getting that within the next 2 to 3 weeks. I mean, I'm licensed, I'm registered, all of my insurances. So basically everything is in place. So the only thing that's holding me up now is just that one certification that I'm waiting for.
And you still do great work for those clients that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Opening the door for the federal government to be able to clean these kinds of buildings and that sort of thing. All that's great. So with dealing with the public, dealing with consumers and dealing with businesses, I imagine you run across a lot of funny stories or situations. And what's the most interesting, the funniest? Tell us something that happened that that would cheer somebody up if they heard it, because it's
Oh,
kind of funny about the cleaning industry.
yeah. Well, I had a lady call me to make an appointment for residential cleaning. So she made the appointment with me. We scheduled it and everything. She told me what she wanted done. And so we set up the date to have it done. So my team and I, we go to the residence on this particular day. We knock on the door. The lady answers the door and she's looking us up and down and like, okay, well, what are you guys doing? Because, we have on our shirts and everything says Montay Cleaning. So, we was like, okay, we're here for your cleaning appointment. And she's like, what cleaning appointment? So basically, to make a long story short, what happened was her best friend called us to schedule a cleaning appointment for her, because I am going to assume that she figured that she needed it and she wanted to surprise her with it, I guess. So yeah, we went in and we did a good job. And actually, she still calls me. I still go to her once a month and do like a maintenance cleaning for her. So she was happy with everything.
Yeah,
even though it played out the way that it did, she was happy with it.
Yeah, that's kind of funny. It could have gone both ways. What do you mean
Yeah,
my best
right.
friend thinks
I
my house needs to
know.
be clean?
I know. And I was like, okay, I'm so glad she wasn't angry,
Yeah, right. I think that's
Yeah.
funny. Yeah, I have a couple of my friends could certainly
Yeah.
use your service. I know that for sure. Esther, thank you very much for being on the show. How do people get in touch with you? And when we get back from break, we're going to share the offer with our listeners that you're giving to them. Tell anyone that's listening, how do they get in touch with you?
You can reach me directly at 443-202-9037, or you can reach me on my website, www.montaycleaningservice.com, or you can email me at montaycleaningservice@yahoo.com.
That's great. So for all of you that are listening, if you're ready in the Maryland area and you're ready to get your home or work cleaned, call Esther with montaycleaningservice.com. So we'll be back. Esther, thank you very much. We'll be back after this break to share with you what the deal is.
Thank you.
This episode of What's Sizzlin' is brought to you by Jerstad Builders, building high-quality homes for more than 35 years. Jerstad Builders can create your dream home in one of their beautiful communities. Whether you're looking in McHenry, Poplar Grove, or Richmond, Illinois, or in Williams Bay, Wisconsin, Jerstad Builders will be able to build exactly what you need. Visit jerstadbuilders.com to explore their communities and view all of their available home models. Make your dream home a reality with Jerstad Builders. Visit jerstadbuilders.com to schedule an appointment today.
Creative Sizzle is an award-winning marketing agency that helps companies build brand and drive sales. We strive to deliver quality traffic and leads, and we do 6 times the national average. In other words, working with us is like ordering a bottle of wine and having the waiter bring an entire case, all for the same price. Who wouldn't want results like that? If your business is not generating enough leads or quality traffic and buyers, or if you feel like you need to do a better job compared to your competition, visit us online, creativesizzle.com, to learn more about how our innovative marketing techniques can help your business thrive. And now let's get back to What's Sizzlin'. Welcome back to What's Sizzlin', a podcast that covers all things marketing. Julia, welcome back. Esther is great. Esther with Montay Cleaning Service. There's such a great episode. You can tell that she really cares about clients and making sure that she does a great job and it's all clean for sure.
Absolutely. I think it's awesome that she's going through all the processes of getting so many certifications. And I mean, you could just tell that she pours her heart and soul into what she does. And she's going to come in and do an amazing job, even if you're not expecting her to come in and clean your house.
Right, exactly. That's definitely kind of funny. Like I said to her, I definitely have a few friends that I could call her out to, and she could do a great job for them. So why don't you share with the listeners what her offer is? If for those of you that are listening and you need to get your home or office cleaned, this is for you.
Yes. So Esther is super generous. So what she's offering to our listeners is that anybody who calls to book a service with her and mentions this show, so the Creative Sizzle podcast, will receive 20% off of their total bill. So this offer is amazing. And so just so you know, appointments can be made 30 days in advance. And there is a 48-hour notice for cancellation that's required. A $50 booking fee is collected at the time of scheduling. But this is just an incredible offer. And like we've said, numerous times now, Esther is an amazing woman. She does an amazing job, and you'll definitely want to take advantage of this offer.
Yep. So hop on our website, www.montaycleaningservice.com, and schedule your visit for her to come out and make sure you're clean and sanitized and COVID safe in your home and in your office.
Absolutely.
So thanks again for joining us for another episode of What's Sizzling. Head over to iTunes or wherever you're getting this podcast from to subscribe, rate, and leave a review. It really does help out the show. As always, if you'd like more information about today's guest, becoming a guest yourself, or if you need marketing support, all of that can be found at creativesizzle.com/what's sizzling. Thanks again. I'm Mitch Levinson.
And I'm Julia O'Connor.
And we'll see you next time.